All right, here's the Tustin area homeowners report. This one is just for single family residents in the 92780 zip code. We have a separate report for condos, and we have separate reports for the other zip codes in the Tustin area. So let's just jump right into it, see what's happening in Tustin. So what we're going to cover is we're going to cover price data, sales data, and some predictions about what's going to happen moving forward. Let's look at price data for houses in 92780, again, just for the houses. And this is for going into December of 2021. So we go back 5 months and we just kind of take a look at historical information. We look at median and we look at average, just because the data set's so small. We do a cross-reference of both just to make sure, see if there's any weird trends going on either way. And for November 2021, ending in November 2021, we ended at the highest median price for the 92780 Tustin area homes of $965. That's pretty darn good. Last month, October, the average was $1,075,000. So kind of keeping in trend, but the average right here, $995 for November, kind of is right there in line with that median. So we're good to go there. That is a good thing for homeowners in the Tustin area. You can see prices are definitely continuing to increase. Now the sold percentage of list price. In other words, how much are people paying above the original list price? So when somebody puts their house on the market, people are fighting over it and they're paying more and more and more. And if you take a look, in the 92780 for single family residents, we're consistently at 104% of the original list price. So we ended November at 104.2%, which is great. That means that people are pricing their homes the right way. They're strategically pricing their homes to let buyers come in and let them push it up to what they think that the maximum is of the value of that property. Good pricing strategy for most of the homeowners in Tustin. And you'll see on days on market, it's actually working really well too, because it's they're going fairly quick. Price per square footage sold. So we kind of capped out at $550 in August, and we're back at $535. So October and ending November, we're at $535. And you know, if you kind of look at this and you go, well, we had an anomaly in September where it dropped to $474. Well, again, we're looking at averages, and so that can kind of go all over the place. But when we take a look at the trend, yeah, we're all right in the same place. So we're doing pretty good. I'm just going to call that kind of a wash. Let's look at the sales data. So keep in mind, in Tustin, there are 7,707 total single family residents in the 92780 zip code. So keep that in mind when we're talking about the number of new listings coming on the market. In November, we only had 13 listings out of 7,707 homes. That's crazy. That is a crazy low number. So 13 new homes coming on the market, and you can see that trend is actually going downwards. Now, that could be holidays, because we are going to the holidays. Traditionally, fewer people put their house on the market during the holidays, but 13, that's crazy low. And so for a homeowner, for a home seller, that's a good thing, because that means no competition. I just met with somebody just a little bit ago. We did a search 1 mile in every direction, so a 2-mile diameter, and 0 homes for sale around their property. It's crazy. Okay, so now let's look at days on market again, average days on market. So what's interesting is that the days on market back here, 9, 10, 6, and for the last 2 months, it's been 13 days on market. Just to be clear, days on market means the number of days before you get a viable offer. Okay, so you can expect, if you put your house on the market in December, if this trend holds, you can expect about 2 weeks before you get a viable offer that you're willing to accept. Now that could be considered part of the whole negotiating period with if you have several offers coming in, but still not bad. That's not bad at all. Closed sales. So in July, 18, 17, 18, 14, and then 22 closed in November. And again, that's good for you, the homeowner, because that means more homes are selling than what's coming on the market. Crazy, right? I mean, they're just going out the door because there's a lot more demand than there is supply. And here's the months of supply. So what months supply means is if today we stop putting any new homes, no new listings, no new homes came up for sale indefinitely, how long would it take to sell off the current inventory of available homes right now? 1 month. So 1 month. So if we just blink our eye, if we didn't put any new houses on the market, we blinked our eyes, all the houses would be sold. Everything would be gone, right? So again, another indicator that it's good. I put it just kind of as it's kind of a wash because there's no trend. There's nothing, it's not really going up or down because that's what we're watching for is movement. And if this goes up, you know, to 2 months or 3 months, now we've got a different scenario, a different story to tell. Now here's the housing market predictions for the 92780 zip code for single family residents. And I'm just going to call this a green flag. Call it what it is, right? This, you guys are, there's nothing getting in your way of selling a house in this market right now. Nothing getting in the way of your home appreciating in this market. So it's good to go. But there's a few things that you need to keep an eye on. But first, I just wanted to mention, if you want me to show you how you can fully rehab your house, I mean fully rehab your house before you sell it with no upfront cost, giving you not just a higher sales price, but more profit in your pocket when you sell. I'm going to pop a video up on the screen at the end of this video. So just make sure you go ahead and hang around to the end and watch that video as well, because it's really informative and it's a good option, especially if you've got some rehab work or some fixer-upper work that needs to be done. So stick around for that. Some of the things we need to watch out for here. If you remember last month, our report, we talked about right at the very beginning of the month, beginning of November 1st, Zillow had announced that they were laying off their entire home buying division. They were getting rid of everybody. They were shutting down the home buying division. And we were concerned about that because we're going, gosh, why would they stop buying houses if it's not profitable? They said that the reason they were stopping was because it wasn't profitable. But if it's not profitable, but the market's increasing, there's no other homes available, the values are going up, something just didn't make sense there. So I'm keeping an eye on this here for us. And then they also decided that they're going to dump off 7,000 homes that they have. Okay, and this is back in the beginning of November, but these other articles just came out. Zillow just canceled hundreds of contracts across the country with people that they had made an offer to buy their home. So they had said, yes, we will buy your house, we'll take it, and they gave them an offer price, and now they've canceled everything. So the big question is, in my mind, after been doing this since 1997, is why? Why are they stopped buying, they're dumping everything, and now they're canceling all the purchase contracts? It's kind of crazy, right? It just doesn't make sense. And then this article just popped up, and I just kind of started to see a little sprinkling of this article saying that iBuyers are selling Arizona homes for a loss. So what that's implying to me is that iBuyers, institutional buyers like Zillow, like Opendoor, OfferPad, a lot of these other companies, that they'll buy your house for cash for a lot less. Because they're going to turn around and flip it and make a profit. But now they're selling them at a loss is what they're kind of implying here. Again, why? Why are these platforms now starting to get rid of these properties? I don't know. Something to really pay attention to as we go into December and the new year. Then finally we have, this just came out 20 hours ago. First Omicron variant case in the U.S. detected in California. Okay, so now look, it doesn't matter to me where you stand on the whole coronavirus thing and all that stuff. You could be, hey, oh my gosh, the sky is falling, or you could be, it's a conspiracy theory, right? I don't care. The point is that people are going to start looking at this based on the way that the media is starting to push it out there, because I've already noticed they're really starting to push it out there, and I'm showing up in my news feeds and things like that. And how are people going to react? That's the big question. That's the question that I have, is how are people going to react? And if they react in a negative way, where one of a couple of things, they're going to pull back and say, well, we're not selling our house if this is going to get worse, right? Or people are saying, we're selling our house and we're getting out of here, right? Something like that. We just don't know how they're going to react. If they pull back, the inventory is going to get even tighter and tighter and tighter. And it's going to be really, really difficult. But at some point in time, things have to change. So just be aware of that. And then finally, we still don't know what the effect of the eviction and foreclosure moratoria is going to be. We just don't know yet. So I've been tracking it. And for the last 3 months in Orange County, there have been 0 notice of defaults filed. This is all of Orange County. 0 notice of defaults filed. 0 notice of trustee sales, which is the actual final step of the foreclosure process. None. That's not normal. Even in an increasing market, there's still, there's always still a handful of little foreclosures that are happening throughout the months, just for whatever reason. But no lenders want to step up and start being the foreclosure guys because of warnings that they got from the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau saying, hey, if you don't go out of your way to try and help these people, then we're going to smack you on the head with a lot of money fines, right? So we just don't know what's going to happen with that. So these are things to kind of keep an eye out. But for right now, if you're thinking about selling your house in the Tustin area, guns blazing. And if you want to do it at a really low cost, let me know. We have our program where we just do a 1% listing fee, and we're happy to do it every single day. So we'll talk to you real soon. Hey, we probably got more videos coming up right over there, I guess. Okay, take care.